Okay, got my French horn, not afraid to use it. So now on this video, we're going to learn how to play the note C, D, and E. And these are found on page 4 for French horns only. All right? So if you're on this page, then you probably figured out that the more comfortable note for you is the C, which again sounds like this. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to demonstrate line number 1 on page 4 for French horns only. And these are whole notes, okay? And they tell you on the top of the page that the whole note gets 4 counts. I like to use the word beats instead of counts, all right? But they're interchangeable. And then the whole rest is also on this page, and that's 4 counts or 4 beats of silence. I always tap my foot to keep a steady beat. All right, I'm going to play line number 1 for you. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so that was line number 1. And you want to work that to kind of get a nice, steady, clear, even sound. All right, remember to keep your foot going. And by the way, I was counting 1, 2, 3, 4 out loud for your benefit. In your case, you can count that in your head, okay? But make sure your foot taps. Now, the line number 2, the second note is D. And if you look at it, it looks a little bit higher. It goes up just to the spot underneath the music staff, all right? And the fingering for D is first valve, which is the one that's closest to your mouthpiece. So I'm going to hold that down. I'm going to make the pitch a little bit higher. So here's C. Hear how it's a little higher? So that's the sound of the D, all right? So now I'm going to play line number 2 for you. 1, 2, ready, play. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's line number 2. Okay, and again, you want to try to get a nice, clear, even, steady sound. Remember to hold that first valve down. One thing that beginner students sometimes do is they take their mouthpiece away in between each note. And what you want to do is keep that mouthpiece in place. See how I'm talking to you with my mouthpiece on my mouth? So that I'll play a note. And then I just leave it there while I rest. It makes it a lot easier, okay? All right, so now hopefully you can see the difference. I want you to look carefully at the C and the D and notice that they look different on the music staff. The C is lower, has a line actually through it. They call it a ledger line, all right? Now, line number 3 just mixes up the 2 notes. I'm gonna let you do that on your own, okay? And now I'm gonna play line number 4, which is the note E, and E is played also open, all right? So let's try that one. So here's C, here's D, and here's E. All right, so here I go with line number 4. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right? So what I want you to do with this page, first thing, probably practice line 1 and 2, then do 3, which mixes them both up, then do 4, okay? And then you can figure out 5, 6, and 7 on your own. Hopefully you can see the difference between how the 3 notes look, all right? So that's pretty important. If you look at where the C is located in relation to the music staff and the D and the E, if you have any trouble with that, ask me, okay? Because that's important to be able to read the notes as you play. Now, what I want you to do, practice when you do line 1, 2, and 4, play it along with me. See if you can keep with me and keep that steady sound and steady beat, all right? So have fun practicing C, D, and E. Yay!